More games should just crash when you launch them. It's a neat feature. This is a terrifying statistic that I'm seeing on my Steam page. For Mystery of the Druids, it says, you've played 24 hours. You've played for 24 hours. Have I really? That's a day of my life that has been... that's been druided. I'm never getting that day back. And we're not even to the end yet. Okay. Ruined, yeah. So let me just check. Okay, Melanie being here is a problem, I think. Because that means that this is not our most recent save. What did we save this as? What was my goofy name for this one? These are terrible names. I was like, oh, these are so funny. Ha 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 ha. Brain is cooked. Is it that one? It might be that one. Okay, are you saying... It's not like, do you recommend this game to others? It's like, are you okay? Do you need help? Okay, this looks right. Because we have the key...
I don't really need to write anything down at the moment.
Melanie is gone. Okay, so famous last words. The last time I exited this room, my whole computer crashed. So everybody buckle up. There is a possibility that this game will crash. It's a possibility that the stream will crash. If it happens, I promise you I will get the stream back up as quick as possible. But unfortunately, we're dealing with supernatural powers here. Therefore, we don't really know. So I think the assumption was that I wanted to go outside, I guess, because... I don't know why. But we're going to go outside. Alright, safe. I just figured we'd check around. Because at the end of last stream, we figured out the calendar puzzle. And we told, or I guess we're looking for the guy to tell him, the druid guy to tell him what's going to go down at...
It won't open and I haven't got a key.
At the ceremony.
I don't have a key. It doesn't fit here.
Okay. There's really no reason for him to be outside. I actually don't know why. I was like dead set on going outside. Maybe it wasn't in his room. Have we tried his room? I probably should check that. Hey there, Flip. It's a mighty game. It really is. It's, one might say, too powerful. It's dangerous in the wrong hands. I'll go check the smith, though. Maybe the smith's got something to say to us. Hello, friend.
Everything okay with you?
Fine, stranger. How about you?
I'm still alive, as you can see.
Look, I have to work now. I've already wasted too much time.
Yes, I know. See you later.
Working hard over here. Can I exit? Cool. Again, I guess the more I think about this, this is how cooked my brain was, much like the saves.
Looks a bit too creepy for my liking.
The save
I
implied.
think I'll steer clear.
Okay. Shed is still too creepy for us. Creepy shed, creepy shed. Thank you for the good luck, everybody. All right. Well, I guess we'll try the room. I feel like I did try the room, but I must not have tried the room. Okay, he's not in his room. Is he in our room? What's this room? This is us, I think, right?
Maglo!
There you are.
Oh, there we
I've been
go.
looking for you everywhere.
Maglo! I figured it out. The apparatus with the movable beads in the room where the crystal ball is hidden really is a calendar. It works just like the one in the assembly chamber. but with an additional day and night cycle and an hour schedule.
And
I
don't
entered
rub
the
it in,
time of the
Halligan.
ritual, and Serstan appeared in the crystal ball.
What was he doing?
He was holding a staff decorated with runes, which suddenly began to glow. Then he picked up a golden sickle.
A staff. He used a bewitched staff to summon the power. If we find that staff, Serstan will not be able to perform his ritual.
Where could he be keeping it? I've searched the whole monastery and found nothing.
The temples. We must go to the temples.
How do we get there? I haven't seen any exit.
The Christian monks built this monastery in such a way that it is only accessible through a secret tunnel. Serstan uses that to his advantage, as it allows him to control us. Anyone wishing to leave the monastery is blindfolded and guided by Serstan himself. Nobody can leave here without Serstan.
Where are they? Bring them to me!
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Out there! I think I heard Serstan's voice. He's looking for us.
Damn it, that's all we need. Lock the door, and then let's get the hell out of here.
Where is Melanie? Do we not know? I'm sure she's fine.
A spittoon. How do we get out now?
I don't know.
Open up, traitors!
The door won't hold him up for very long.
For all we know, Melanie could be in this very room with us, just glitched out. With only her hotspot to let us know.
It's rather bulky. A table. It's rather bulky.
A bulky table?
This is no use. An empty. This is no use to me. A yoke. I've seen one. I'm not putting my head into that. A yoke. I'm not putting my head into that, thank you. I can see buildings. I need to get closer.
Maybe this is the temple here. So is the assumption, I guess, that we... Like, the secret passage is here? In this room? That doesn't seem right.
I don't think I'll sit down. The sea is quite calm.
Silent is the grave. Very different reading on
Too
that.
far away. I'll break my neck if I try to climb down there.
Okay. Is there anything else in this room that I should be aware of? Is there another secret little block that I need to poke?
I can't go to sleep now. I've got things to do. A bed, hard as rock. A spittoon.
A spittoon.
Ugh. It's half full. It's rather bulky.
Okay, so this has got to be...
It would have surprised me if it had worked like... I don't believe it. That would be stupid. That won't help either.
The yoke, the table, the plate. Is the candle selectable differently?
It's rather bulky. A table.
It looks like it might be. I don't know if that's helpful or not to us. Don't know if we need to melt anything. Light this on fire, huh? What? That worked? What is this doing? I think Halligan's lost his mind.
Now there's a hole in the sheet.
So this is this might be a hot take, but this game has a couple of problems. Like, the fact that the reason I found out that this was a hotspot is because it still, like, it's different than these ones, right?
A table.
But this doesn't give you any sort of like this would be helpful if it just said, oh, it's a candle. But there's nothing. There's nothing on it.
How do we get out now?
I don't know.
Open up, traitors!
The door won't hold him up for very long.
So
now there's a hole in the sheet.
So yeah, we used the cloth on the candle, and now there's a hole in the sheet. What that does for us, you know. Don't know. Here, you can take it.
I don't want that. Looks like that won't work. It won't work like that.
Do we need to, like, literally make a... Are we, like, careening down? We gotta run to the outside to get out of here. Gotta make a, like a rope ladder.
It won't. That's right. Let's get out of here.
What?
But how?
Yeah, how?
Here with this parachute.
What's going on in there?
What?
Well, come on, damn it.
We will fall to our death.
But we've got no alternative but to jump. Now hold on.
How did we make a Pilot Wings-esque? Oh, fireball!
Do you hear that? What is it? Magnor!
Where?
Phew. That was close.
Yeah, where's Melanie? Have we given up on our pizza date? That is incredible. That might have been the single worst room that we've seen. That's pretty bad. I think that whole thing, that sequence could be
This
worse
is the frame of the picture I took down.
than the picture frame. The picture frame is bad. That made no sense. Where did we, like, that was a well-formed, like hang glider that we made. Like, in my head, I'm like, okay, like, we might have to use it with something else to, like, maybe we hook it up to that chain that's next to the yoke, and we have to, like, kind of make some sort of, like, we climb out or something. So was the hole in the cloth for the rope that we didn't have? Is that what that was? We may never know. Okay. I guess we just continue on. Let's not ask any more questions. We can go up here. These must be the temples. I guess Maglor didn't make it. Poor guy. Was I don't know. Oh, we can go down as well. Okay. Also, what is the deal here? This water, right? Didn't he land in it and was like sinking really deep into the water? Looks like we can walk well, we're trying to walk through the water, but we're not going very deep. You're not prepared to hear the answers to. Oh, hang on. There's an exit in here too. Okay, weird. So these are all selectable. But much like the candles, there's nothing we can do. All right, so I'm going to check the bottom first, only because I think that these are probably, this is where we need to go. So let me just kind of like sort out what's going on down here, because I feel like he's either going to be like, no, or it's going to be a small room. Or it's a forest maze, possibly.
A tree. A tree. A tree.
Okay, a couple trees.
That's some sort of bush.
That's some sort of plant
bush.
stuff. So we have a salad patio and plant stuff.
A tree.
Halligan sure has a way
These
with
are only
words.
nettles.
I don't know how he's not a writer rather than a police
tree.
officer. Oh, hang on. What am I talking to? Is that Maglor, perhaps?
Maglor, are you hurt?
It's like blending into the ground.
He hit me in the back. You are on your own now.
Don't talk nonsense. You won't die. Tell me how I can help you.
You are wasting your time.
Don't act the hero. What do I have to do?
There's mistletoe here in the forest. You could try that. It heals severe injuries. Go and look for it.
Mistletoe? What does that look like?
You will recognize it.
Okay, okay.
Will
Don't
we?
give up. I'll be back in a second.
It's a good thing to say to a colorblind player of the game. You'll recognize it. It's the same green crap that everybody else had. I don't know, I can't tell.
There. That could be mistletoe. I won't touch them with my bare hands.
You won't?
These are nettles. There. That could be mistletoe.
I won't touch them with my bare hands. Is there something wrong with mistletoe if you touch them with your bare hands? I don't know about that. Finally using the gloves. Wants the mistletoe for one last kiss. Wait, hang on. Can I give him the toe of the missile variety?
I've got the mistletoe. What do I have to do now? Maglaw? Maglaw! Damn it!
Oh, that was a waste of time, huh? Oh, okay, we got our top. The top thing she was talking about.
That's a top.
Okay, I guess that's just the end of it. You know, I think about sometimes like the way they handle what's his face? The uncle whatever from Gabriel Knight 1, and how his arc goes when you meet him when you're in Africa there, and it's this very intense sacrificial like moment, and you're like, wow, I can't believe all this is happening. It's so epic. And then Maglor, this poor guy, gets a fireball to his back, falls into the forest, asks Halligan to get some mistletoe, and then just immediately dies. And then we just loot his corpse. It's just, it's so,
A tree.
it's so Druids.
Tree.
Okay.
A tree.
Like Galaxy was saying, definitely surprising this one doesn't have the Pulitzer. What a snub. Pour one out for Malgor? I already forgot his name. That's pretty disrespectful, but I think I did forget his name. High up on the trunk of the tree because it's parasitic. Oh, interesting. Are there 2 rooms here, I wonder? Well, let's try this one first, I guess. Actually, let me test this. Okay, I think this is just one room here. Alright, convenient. That's unlocked. Is there anything else I can look at here? This is a large room for nothing to happen. Then again, we're playing Mystery of the Druids. There's a lot of useless rooms. Oh, there is another exit over there. Let's check this out. What's over here? Can we run? Thank you. Okay, so there is a second one.
There's a megalith.
A megalith.
There's a megalith. There's a megalith.
Megalith.
I can see the interior of the temple.
Okay, not much we can
There's
do.
a megalith.
Can't walk over to that one.
There's a megalith. There's a megalith.
There's a megalith. There's another megalith. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Megalith. Okay, so there's two temples that we can enter. Guess we'll check this one since we're here. Ooh, it's a grill. Let's get some franks on there, huh? So this grate down here is a different hitbox, it appears, from whatever this this charcoal grill looking thing is. Oh, hang on, what's this?
There's a megalith outside in front of the window.
It's a
There's a
megalith.
megalith outside in front of the window.
Okay, this is maybe supposed to help us with something? Oh, that's glowing. That's kind of cool. Whoa, what's happening in here? There's a key. Sure, we can just pick it up with no problem,
I
right?
can't. I don't know why, but I can't take anything from the altar. There's a golden key on it. I can't. I don't know why, but I can't take anything from the altar.
Use the top.
Better not. I could lose it.
Loose it. That top will get loose.
That is no important evidence.
Okay, keep an eye on that. That's interesting. Yeah, protection ring, something like that. Okay, so that one has a symbol on it. Maybe the other one had a symbol as well. I just didn't realize it was the two lines. What you cooking?
There's a megalith outside in front of the window.
Do I need to try to figure out which megalith it is, I guess? Like what's on each megalith? Is the music messed up? This is the France music. That was the France music that briefly played in the middle of this.
A door with a small lock.
Okay, so presumably that key goes to this door. Is this the same? This is the same one. What are you? Okay, you're the wavy one. This is an extremely confusing setup here. Not great in terms of... Oh, interesting. In terms of angles here. So this is the transformation one.
Not a good idea. No, better not.
Not a good idea. What? That's what we end up using the amulet for? It's like it has the same symbol, like... Okay.
There's straw in it.
Dramatic straw.
There's straw in it.
Do we have to like build a fire here?
No, better not.
Because this is the transformation one, which I think they've mentioned a number of times of being like, oh, it's
No way.
fire.
No way. No, not a chance. That's futile as well.
Yeah, deadly straw.
There's a megalith outside in front of the window. There's a megalith outside.
Oh, hang on. What was that? Torch?
A torch.
A torch.
It won't work like that.
Okay, so we must have to... Yeah, apple schnapps. I mean, technically, yeah, maybe that works. Let's see.
No, not a chance.
Yeah, that makes too much sense. Because you're right. That's technically right.
I can't. I don't know why, but
The most insane solution to this puzzle is to just assume that we need a giant magnet. We just hold the magnet. And that's how we solve it. It works in Toonstruck. So that has the transformation megalith. It's the sign on the megalith. So what does that mean? Guess I'll...
No way.
No way.
That's futile as well.
Top?
It won't work like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe it will work like that.
This?
I should think about it again.
I should think about it.
It would have surprised me
again.
if it had worked like that.
Huh. Alright, let's check the other temple. I guess the other room. Because maybe this is, we need to do both sides of this to move, to progress. We can't really get a good look on any of these other than you can kind of see that the symbol is on that one, so I'm not really sure what that means. Weber kettle barbecue. It's a barbecue, right? What is going on here?
A strange table.
A strange table. There's a bunch of scratches in it. This scratches things, as we know.
There are scratches in the wood. There are scratches in the wood. There are strange.
Okay, it doesn't seem like there's anything else to do here. All right, we can't add scratches apparently. Picture frame. Why are we still holding a picture frame in this game, by the way? What are we doing? Top? Little circles? So like little tracks or something? Is this suddenly Inception or something?
That's a top.
Okay. I guess we leave the top there? Oh no! Okay. I guess we're over here now. Is there anything here? Supermarket sweep. Exits. Should safety save here? Crash potential going forth. Okay, fair enough. Tops. Safe. That's good to know. Also terrifying. Oh, we can continue to move to different rooms now. Okay, so we can exit back out again. What is the story with this?
Ah, they look like switches.
Okay. Little Lego situation here.
Nope, it doesn't work anymore. This switch is broken. This switch is broken.
That one's down.
Nope, it doesn't work anymore.
That one's
Nope.
broken?
It doesn't work anymore. Nope. Nope. It doesn't work anymore. Nope. It doesn't work anymore.
Do we need to like bash it?
I'd rather think about it. I should think about it again. This switch is broken. Nope. 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 It doesn't work anymore. Nope. It doesn't work. Nope. Nope. It doesn't work anymore. Nope. 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 This. Nope. It doesn't work anymore. Nope. It doesn't work anymore.
Huh. Huh. I don't understand that yet. That's a weird one. Okay, another room. What the heck is this? Another little plate here. Okay. Care to explain what that is, Halligan?
That's a flint.
That's a flint. Okay. Oh, we can go up. That's not confusing at all. Ooh, it's a spoon. I love a good spoon.
A ladle.
Excuse me, a ladle. Okay, I mean, that seems lucrative and good, right? We needed something to make fire, I guess, right? Presumably. Is this... This is just nothing again. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. We'll see. What is this?
I can't take it. There seems to be some kind of invisible barrier over the bowl. I can't take a bladder. A bladder.
A bladder. A
bladder.
bubble in
A
the...
bladder.
A bubble in the hoses.
I can't take it. There seems to be some kind of invisible...
Okay, there's different symbols on the bottom here. You see that?
A small shovel.
Small shovel.
I can't take it. There seems to be some kind of invisible barrier over the bowl. I should think up something else. That would be stupid. That doesn't work. That doesn't... I don't believe it will work like that. They would have... Looks like that won't work. That won't help either. It won't... I'd rather think about it again.
Okay, so we can't get to the bladder. How many rooms in here? Holy smokes. Okay, we're back to the beginning again. Okay, really, really weird puzzles happening here. I'm just gonna check in here because obviously it seems like these are like they're kind of like working together to some degree. So that thing has the 3 lines symbol. And we've got a thing with 3 lines, right? Like
A
this?
small shovel. It won't work like that. I should think up something else. It won't work like that. That would be stupid.
I always forget how rude he is. I feel like we're on the right track, I guess, to a certain degree, I suppose. Hey, Megarana. This guy's too pessimistic. Seriously, right? Have some faith. So this is the zigzaggy lines? Is it this one?
It won't work like that. I should think about it again. That would be stupid.
Huh. Alright, where's the, These aren't selectable, are they? I don't expect this to work, but just for, again, due diligence.
There's a hole in the top half of the ball.
Oh, wait, did we miss this one?
Looks like you could put something in there. There's a hole. Looks like you could put something in there.
Okay, maybe the bladder goes in there?
It won't work. I thought it wouldn't work like that. It won't work like that.
Yeah. A filler hole, and then we had the bladder. That kind of all ties together, doesn't it? Okay, interesting. Certainly interesting. Um, let's check on this. Oh, we're back in France briefly again.
Looks like that won't work. I should think up something else. I don't believe it will work like that.
Okay, fire. Okay. Nice, I guess. Can we light this? I don't know if it matters.
There's a megalith outside.
Is there anything else that needs heat while we're here? Not really. Okay, well, I mean, hey, we gotta start. All right. I don't know. Can we put some fire in here? Is this what we need to do? We just gotta put
No, better not.
a little
I shouldn't
stank on
like
it.
that.
Shouldn't light that.
There's a megalith out.
What needs a light in here? They're bringing the property value down. It almost feels like you need
That
to put
won't
some,
help. No way.
like they seem like you need to light the bottoms of them, but
I thought it won't work. I don't want. I should think it would have. There's no better. I can't see any connection there. There's a megalith outside in front of. I shouldn't light that.
huh. All right, let me try, I guess, putting the fire in the final little hole thing in here. This is just dumb enough where it could work, but it really shouldn't.
No, better not.
Thought so.
I shouldn't light that. There's a megalith.
Okay, the sound of water is pretty prevalent. Is that maybe that for this we need to do something with water? Bum, 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 bum. I don't understand why the megaliths are on each corner. I don't know that answer yet.
There's a megalith. I shouldn't light that.
We've got this handy dandy torch. We must have to use it for something. What exactly, I do not know. Guess we'll take another spin around the area here.
That's water. Clear water.
Oh,
That's water. Clear water.
common clear water.
For some reason, I'm not able to get at it. There seems to be some kind of invisible barrier over the bowl.
What?
There's no point in that.
But that works? Okay. Okay.
There's water from the bowl in the ladle.
So the water goes to the water thing, the zigzags. I should probably write this down. Because I remember the fire one because they've driven it home to an epic degree. So this is presumably zigzags is water. What's up? What's up top? Is that another piece of flint?
That's a flint. That's a flint.
Why do we have 2 flints? It just seems wasteful. Okay. What is this? Oh no.
Looks like ordinary soil. For some reason, I can't take any soil. There seems to be some kind of invisible barrier over the bowl.
So is this referring, I guess, to the paintings that we saw?
A shovel filled with soil.
Ooh, what was that?
A shovel filled with soil from the container in the temple.
Okay, so the 3 lines presumably is soil or earth, I guess. Poop from a butt. It did look like poop, right? I wasn't the only one who was like, this is poop. This is doo-doo we got here. Okay.
These are quite old-fashioned bellows.
Bellows. Like, look at this. That's some doo-doo right there. Is this the same one we were just looking at?
Nope, it doesn't work anymore.
I guess it is. Do these buttons change what rooms I get, by the way? Because that could be another mind-melting thing to recall. To light ancient poop on fire. Doo-doo. Okay, well, I guess we'll see what we what we've done here. I guess I could try to go get the like, what would the bellows allow me to get the bladder? Should I do? I should probably do that first. Let's go back. Halligan, could you please? Thank you. He's really struggling to run right now. It's like kind of annoying. He's just like sometimes just really taking his time. Maglor's gone. Okay, so the buttons do determine what room you go to, I guess. So if we want to get the bladder, I think it's that one. I think that's where I had it set to. But yeah, there's probably a serious situation going on in the background where Surston is looking dramatically to find, you know, where did Halligan go instead.
Nope, it doesn't work any.
Instead, we're just putting around over here. What's that smell? All right, maybe it's the middle one that we need.
Nope, it doesn't. Nope,
Nope.
It doesn't work anymore.
Nope.
That's got enough air already.
Oh, that's good.
Looks like that won't work. No, not a chance.
You don't have any sort of like lubrication here, right? Something to move it along. A little bit of
No, better not. I can't do that.
apple juice. No. This is how they run in France. We are in France. Yes, so these we already hit, I believe. We'll double check up here just to be sure. Yeah, that's looking clear. I can't believe the solution to getting out of that room. That's crazy. All right, I don't understand why this would work, but this is, I feel like it is tied to this, so it might. Okay. So we took the air from the bladder?
The bellows are filled with air drawn in from the gadget.
The gadget. Go, go, gadget air. All right. Is there anything else that we didn't get? I think that was the last one, right? All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, there's just a fart trapped in there. It's an ancient druidic fart. Don't want to know how they got it in there. Okay, so we have the 3 lines, which we surmised was soil / earth. A little bit of poo-poo for you. A little bit of that doo-doo for you. I assume that that's good. Is such a funny animation. That one is water. The world's longest fart joke. Alright, let's pop the top so the fun don't stop. I imagine that that's good. I mean, there could be another step to this. The problem is that there's not really a satisfying sort of thing like there was when we lit the straw on fire, but I suppose when we're just doing little things like this, maybe there's not supposed to be. Oh, it smells terrible.
That's got enough air already.
Hang on, did we click on the right
I can't do that. These are quite old-fashioned. There's a hole in the top half of the ball. There's a megalith outside in front of the window.
Okay, so there's water out here as well. I don't have to do multiple trips, right? That would
I
be...
should think. I don't believe it will work like that.
That would be insane, right?
It won't work like that. I shouldn't like that.
Okay. That bottom section is something. I had said before that I thought that maybe this was like a fire situation. Okay, a little puck of fire. Yep, that's how that works. Okay. Cool. Back to France. We are briefly in France. Only for a moment, though. Alright, let's heat up the doo-doo. We are in France. That song is really good. That's probably my favorite little tune from this game is the France song, to be clear. It just is very out of place right now. Okay, so I don't know what we do after this. This all seems like everything's coming together here. Whoa! Okay. Okay, we should be able to get the key then. Key is good. I guess I'll save really fast. I'm a little bit worried about stuff. So this is do just in case. Yeah, the Arthur Blake tune is a... Yeah, that one's a good one. So what's in here? Okay, so it looks like we can either turn around or head down. So I guess we'll head down. Brrr. So a lot of rooms. A lot of rooms with a lot of nothing right now. Adventure gaming. Oh boy. This to me like looks like it's a booby trap. This is like a Indiana Jones style booby trap.
There's a slit in the wall.
Oh no, it's just a Gabriel Knight style puzzle.
A stone
Maybe.
plate. There's a symbol on it.
So this is 3 snakes, right? Hopefully we didn't miss any. I don't think we did, but... Bum, 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 bum. I like that it just barely flashes something on the screen quick. Okay.
A stone plate. There's a symbol on it. A stone plate. There's a symbol on it.
I like that the key has no description.
These are quite old-fashioned.
Oh, made yourself a pizza. Let's go. Welcome back. This is gonna be good for pizza. What's this? That's a mean spot for that to load in. Okay, we've got multiples. That's a bit worrying. What is your game, Druids?
That won't get me any further. I can't do that.
Okay, don't seem to be able to use them together yet. I was gonna say, if there's a third level, like maybe the puzzles that just, it never ends. Okay, so we're back into this again, huh?
It won't work. Something is preventing me from taking the staff.
Okay, the staff is here, though.
There it is. The staff Sirstan will use for the ritual.
Okay. This one's called Doo-Doo, right? We'll just save over Doo-Doo. Oh, okay. No more saves for us. The game has decided there shall not be any more saves. Just going back to get my bearings here. Okay, well, what do we have here? Oh no. Am I supposed to remember what was all the way upstairs? Oh no. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a long way away. It's really gonna test my my patience. Love that. Also, we couldn't see any of them anyway. Do I have to brute force this? I mean, there are only so many combinations, I guess. Although, there's a lot of combinations. But there's one slot that goes into here, and then one that goes into the front. Oh, goodness. I really don't like this. They're all like this too, huh? Okay. So the one that's immediately to the left, assuming that this is... the initial one that we went to, that one I think was... Was that the Earth one? It was this one, which I think is Earth. And then we know that this one had this on the outside. These are the only two that I know off the top of my head. This one was water. I think water is the zigzags. This one. No idea what's on the back, though. We came out of that side. I think this one was the fire one. Again, don't have any idea what the monolith might be. We might have to have a look. I might have to actually go run up there. I'm being a little bit lazy, but also... I also don't know how to look at the other monoliths. I guess I have to listen for the sounds is sort of the idea, right? And then this last one was air. Which I guess is this?
Looks like a stone plate. There's a symbol on it.
Okay. All right, let's head all the way up. The hint must be the thing that you hear when you listen, like out the window on the monolith punch in. It's a little rude of this game to make me run up like 500 flights of stairs to get there, but you know, this is the way it has to be. It's going to be even sweeter when it's wrong. I'll draw a little diagram too to make sure that I put them in the right order. I think they are in the right order, but my memory is admittedly bad. So, you know, would not be surprised if that was the case. So that's the air one. Okay, so from entrance to the left of entrance on the circle, we've got, that's fire. And behind fire, we've got, I mean, all I hear is fire. So this one could be wind, maybe, I guess. One of the wind ones. Double fire. Do we have a fire one left? We don't. So then across from fire, on the right side, this one I think is earth. 3 lines. Bam, bam, bam. That's definitely wind. Okay. So maybe I didn't hear anything for the fire one, so I'll just leave that one as a question mark for now. It might just be fire. Double fire, but I think it would need to be something else. That's okay. If we don't know one of them, it will become apparent, hopefully. Shoot, hang on. I need to make sure I'm keeping track of where I am. So this one was... This is the earth one? Yes, okay. So then this is the other 90-degree turn, which I think is the water. Zigzags or water, yep. This one's also wind. This is the door down. And then this is the fart container. And then this is water. Okay. I think this should be good enough to set up. Now, the tough part a little bit is to understand where everything is oriented. I am making an assumption currently that that these are set up one-to-one with each other, meaning that the way we enter is the same as we enter from the top, which is possible that that's not true. If that's the case, we'll go ahead and literally map every direction with these camera angles and hope for the best. But I'm working under the assumption that this entrance here is the same. It's directly underneath the entrance up top. So if we work from the left, this should be wind. Sorry, this is, yeah, the lines, and the back should be wind. Although, yes, that's correct. I must have, wait. No, I think I'm right. I think I'm right. I'm going to roll with it, and we'll see what happens. This is what we heard. The one that was silent was probably the one that we see outside the building, which would have been fire. So this is the next 90, I think. So this should be wind. Which or not wind. Well, it should be wind back here, but water there. That's correct. So that's another wind. Continue to work clockwise best I can. The camera angles are what makes this really difficult. This would be a lot easier if I could see what's going on. So this one should be water. Excuse me, this should be wind. All right, I'll leave that one empty. I don't know how I'm messing this up. I wrote everything down and I'm still struggling. So this one needs to be fire. And this is the one I'm not sure about. Do we have water? We do. Alright, I made this a little tougher on myself, unfortunately, because I'm a little bit of a dingus. But that's okay. There's a method to the madness, I assure you. So that goes here, and then I think this one would be water, which is here. So presumably we're only missing one spot, and that should be the fire emblem that we have here. No relation to the video game. Don't sue me, Nintendo. Cool. And I'm sure that's it. Unfortunately, nothing has happened, so I think something might be off in my configuration here.
It won't work. Something is preventing me from taking the staff. That's a flint.
What are you for, Flint? Why do I have 2 flints? Why do we have 2 flints? Alright, let me just double check my work here. The other thought is it's possible that maybe it is in reverse, meaning that this entrance here is actually underneath the exit that we took to get down here. If that is the case, so that it's immediately to the right of the exit, that would, well, I guess that would still put it to be the same. Although this would need to be water. All right, let me collect everything again. I don't think there's a giant button or anything I have to hit either. That's the thing that I was like, that would be probably helpful. Hopefully people are following my logic. I might just be getting twisted around here. But this is the problem, right? It doesn't really give you an understanding of exactly, I don't know, like how how this exactly has to work. Like what is our reference point here? Okay, so let's try it in reverse then. So let's say that this is actually the stairs down directly under that, which would put us in a 180-degree flip here. So to the immediately to the right of that, this would be, this also should, actually it might not even make a difference, but I'm going to do it anyway. So apologies if you're screaming at your computer screen right now, bear with me. Sometimes Woof's not very smart. So that would be water on the outside and air on the inside. This one here, 90 to the left, would be fire. And then that's the one I don't know. Camera angles here are not making this easy. Okay, so that's the entrance, possibly, to the whole thing. Which means that we've wrapped around, that one goes here, and then wind goes here. And then this is 90 once again. And this one is water. And wind. And I guess that makes sense, right? Double fire. So that should be that. Yeah, that should be good. Well, I guess we only heard fire on the outside, right? So. Okay. So what I think might have happened.
It won't work. Something is preventing me from taking the staff.
There's a few things that could be happening. But this might now be the correct configuration. Maybe I goofed it up when I did it the first time. So I'm a little bit worried I need to just do the same thing again. I think this is the right setup, but I think it might need to be 180 degrees flipped. Let's try that one more time. If this next one doesn't work, then we'll need to go back to the drawing board a little bit. There could be, I mean, there's always a possibility that there is we did that one, right? So there's a possibility that there's like another step to this as well. Where it's like, not only do I need to put these down, but I also need to lay the doo-doo on top of the slate or something like that. Like there could be something else missing. But yeah, let me get this thing out of my system here, and then when this next one possibly fails, then we'll pivot. But this seems like it's maybe the right thing here. What is this? This is just yet another angle? Okay. I guess I'm not suggesting, but I'm using camera angles specifically to keep my bearings, which I am already struggling with, but okay. Do we have all of them? There should be 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. So I'm gonna go on my original hunch then, starting at the top, as if this is the main entrance. This one, I think I just did this again too. Oh boy, okay, that's fine. That's doo-doo. And wind. I might need to look at some of these other symbols as well. We'll run upstairs and check. Again, I'm kind of, the more I do this, the less I'm confident that it's going to work, because this might be the same thing over and over again. But the first time I was setting this up, I do think that I maybe goofed up the ordering. Okay, so that was that one. This one will be wind and then water. I'd have to imagine that this is gonna, like, if I get the right configuration, even if there are more steps to it, like, that this will automatically, like, pop, I would imagine. Like, this thing in here will just go off. So I don't think that this is right. Okay.
Something is preventing me from taking the staff.
Okay, so let's have a think here. Is there any other thing in here that's distinguishable? I guess, like, oh, we've deleted ourselves. Like, I think that this is the same pattern on both of these. That's the exit. Yeah. Like, I feel like I figured out the puzzle, but I guess I could be wrong. I mean, there's not supposed to be, like, do I need to pour water onto these as well or something? Does there need to be another activation thing, maybe? Where's the fire one? Because I guess we have the thing for fire, and that'll save us the trip of going back to the other temple. Like, can we... No, nothing there.
A stone plate. There's a symbol on it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, especially, like, yeah, this particular game, or in this era, really has a real problem with not following, like, the 180 rule, kind of just posting a camera angle up at random. And it's super, super disorienting. Say very easy to lose your way. Like that could be very well what I'm dealing with right now, as I'm just like I've pivoted a little bit too much or something. It could be that simple. There's nothing else in these, right? Before we get too far out of here. Okay. We're back up to the top.
That must be some sort of altar.
Is there anything else we can do here?
That's got enough air already. I can't do... that doesn't work. I shouldn't light that. There's nothing to be healed here. It doesn't fit here. Nothing's happening.
Like, I'm just curious if there's, like, another thing to do. Alright, while we're up here, I guess what I will do next, if I absolutely have to, is I'll literally go and map the walk down.
There's a megalith.
But see how this one has... Like, that is a fire symbol, right? I can't punch into it.
There's a megalith.
But that's like the transformation one. Is that maybe referring to the one below? Because this one... If I run in here, we take the first left, immediate left, Halligan's left. That says fire. Here we go, immediate left. So this should be the punch in here. We hear wind.
There's a megalith outside in front of the window.
But we know that that one is actually a fire symbol. So does that mean that the megaliths downstairs are... Even though we hear something, it actually means something else? So if that one's fire, that means everything is shifted 90 degrees. So the wind one remains presumably the same. The water one becomes wind. And then the fire one becomes water. This feels really clumsy, which makes me not think that it's right. But it's also like something that feels like it could be right at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. Like, this is just bonkers enough to where you could explain to somebody like, well, the one outside, you know, even though you're hearing wind, it's actually fire. And like, so you know that the fire one needs to go in that position, but like the ordering is determined by what you hear rather than its actual position. I don't know. If this works, that would be a little bit insane. So again, assuming that that's the entrance, this is the other thing I don't really love, that I have to make some assumptions on what's what. This is the doo-doo. And normally this would be wind, because we heard wind. But I'm gonna go ahead on a limb here and say that that's actually fire now. This one should remain as wind, according to my new notes. I think we're good. Hopefully I'm not turning around. Yeah, the animation going down the stairs, excuse me, is really funny. It's just like bop, 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 BLJing down the stairs. Okay, so this is water, but we're gonna switch this one to wind. Because again, I'm on the weird assumption that everything is shifted 90 degrees. Now, the other thing that I think could be happening too is we need to shift the altar ones as well. But we're gonna do just one by one first. Cool, so we should have the fire one left. Yeah, the Fire Nation attacked. Fire Nation set up this puzzle. Bunkers. Alright, the fire one would go here. So, I got really excited. There was like a sound cue that was like... little gunshot sound. Okay, that doesn't look like it worked.
Work.
So, let's take it a step further. That's the exit. So immediately to the right is this one, which should be Earth. However, if we're shifting everything 90 degrees, that's now fire. So it's basically this initial setup that we had, but everything is moved 90 degrees as opposed to 180. Also, I might not have done 180 perfectly anyway, but... Okay, so this one needs to be... It's normally water, but should now be earth. If this is right, this is gonna be... This is a brain-melting puzzle. We're at that point now where I'm like... I don't think anybody who's watching is making any sense of what I'm saying. And if that's the case, don't worry. It's not you, it's me. It's Druids, really. Okay, so this one is the fire, which is normally water back here, but water is being shifted over to that one. Wind. Oops, I put water back there. Give me wind. And then we should be able to put the water one here. And then this, in theory, should line up perfectly with... what was on them, one of the things upstairs. Looks like it did not work. That's heartbreaking. There's very little to understand here. And it is the authentic experience. Unfortunately. True. Okay. So those were my big thoughts here. I guess let me just make sure that I put these in the right order and I didn't get turned around. It's so easy to just lose track of where you're standing. There should be some indication of somewhere what the right combo is. I agree. The only thing we really have to go off of, right, is the upstairs arrangement, which we've tried to mirror. And then there's the one megalith symbol outside that's in a different spot than what we'd expect it to be. I mean, I'm trying to just sort of parse this out in my head. Like, is there a possibility that we need to reverse the positions. So the ones that are on the monolith actually should be what the bowls are, maybe. But I'm only thinking that's the case because all of these more, to me, obvious issues don't work. I could also go and map this. Could also go and map this this staircase out and see where we actually enter. Oh, I don't want to though. That would be a crazy ask. So on the right we should have, so upstairs this would be earth and wind, but with our new setup it should actually be fire water. That was a epic sneeze. Oh, okay. I feel like So what do we have here? We have water on the pedestal and fire in the back. Why did I do that? Let me try one other stupid thing here. Let me try one thing. This shouldn't make a difference. But I'm turning into the Charlie Day meme right now. This is almost as bad as the map from last stream of going through all the doors and stuff. Come on now. Halligan, please start running. We gotta try to keep moving here. If I think about this puzzle too long, it's all over for me. Okay, so we've ramped back around. So I'm literally just going to keep the back ones up and the same one and then scoot everything else over like by 90 degrees and see if that does anything. For some reason, I'm like looking at my notes and this seems to make sense to me, although I could have sworn that I've done this, but what is this? Air in the back? I think I'm allergic to this puzzle here. Nose is running. So another wind. So this is the one that's supposed to be water. Wait. No. Earth? Yes. Question mark. You know, in the end, this is going to be something really silly. Like, just match them up. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this one. This is a really, really tricky puzzle. So I'm gonna make a note. Oh, I need to map. Map out stairs. Because I could also see this just being like, oh, you entered from a different side, so everything's all twisted around. And I have them in the right ordering, but like they're just not in the right position because this is actually like from the east rather than from the north or from the south, which I think I tried, excuse me, both of those. How many pages of notes? Let's see. Where do they begin? Okay, these are notes from Nelly Coodalot. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 full pages on my list here now. I think half of one of them was technically Rosewater, but would have counted anyway. Yeah, the door map was technically 2 pages. That took up 2 full pages. And then there's a half a page that I dedicated to something from Rosewater. I think it was writing things down for the doorways and stuff. Towards the end of the game when we're in El Presidio. Sorry, my nose is really going for it. I'm really allergic to this puzzle. I'll make a quick save here. And this will just be called Late 3. Hopefully it's saved. But yeah, I'm going to call that there. It's pretty late. This is a pretty wild puzzle, so I'm going to want to sleep on it. I think that I'm on a good... I think I have an idea, but it's sort of like maybe I'm messing something up because it's late, and maybe maybe there's some other piece that I haven't put together, but I have to kind of work on it. In any case, I will be back on Thursday. We'll do more of this, that's for sure. And of course, more Toonstruck as well. Should be a good time.